the second episode of From the Field series by Jordbrukare. I am the moderator of the session, Dr. Simrandeep Singh from Jordbrukare. Today, we have a very special guest among us, Dr. Hitesh Poonia, CEO of Harit Pradesh Milk Producer Company, and a distinguished dairy professional with over 15 years of experience in dairy industry. Welcome you, sir. We are
Thank
honored to
you,
have you.
Dr. Simrandeep, for having me on your, I should say, chat with you. It's a great uh, thing, and it's a privilege to be here.
All pleasure is mine, sir. Let you know about Jordbrukare.
Hmm.
Jordbrukare is all about fostering innovation in the dairy ecosystem and sharing knowledge. Our focus today is Indian dairy, where complexity and tradition meets innovation and global demand. We aim to explore the status of field level management programs and policies, the significance of dairy as a career, and ways to improve dairy farming practices. We will also dive into the role of veterinary professionals and strategies to sustainable future. Our goal is to find practical solutions that enhance sustainability and uplift the livelihood within the dairy sector. Well, we welcome you, Dr. Punia. Your expertise is invaluable to us, and we are eager to have you to hear your insights. For the starters, I would like you to tell us more about yourself and how you came to be in the dairy sector.
Thank you, Dr. Simrandeep. Myself, Dr. Hitesh Poonia, and currently I am Chief Executive in Harit Pradesh Milk Producer Company. It is a milk producer company which is backed by NDDB Dairy Services, and it is one among the chain of producer companies that is currently there in different states of India. So, I, about me, I am a veterinarian graduate. So I've done my BVSc and AH. Then I have uh, joined. Very firstly, I got an opportunity to work in Nestle India Limited in Moga. So that is how I came to dairy sector. So the first school I should say is Nestle India Limited. So I have worked in different states. I have worked in Punjab, then I have worked in Haryana, then I have worked in Uttar Pradesh also, majorly western part of Uttar Pradesh.
So, covering all the dairy major states, right?
Yeah. So I should say that Western Uttar Pradesh is a hub of dairy industry where major industries are playing and lot of activities in terms of not only milk production but also commodity is happening here in Western Uttar Pradesh. So from Nestle, I have learned the basics of procurement, I should say. How a procurement professional is nothing, you don't need any specific degree. It is all about your attitude and your ways of thinking, to how you connect basically with the farmers. And being a veterinarian help you instantly. It is an instant recipe where you can connect with your farmers instantly, because some of the ways you are helping him to achieve what he intend to achieve. So in Nestle, I have worked. Then I have worked in GlaxoSmithKline also in Patiala, Nabha, where we have a procurement system. Then I have worked 6 years in Mother Dairy in Western Uttar Pradesh, Bulandshahr region. Then milk producer company has been carved out of its operation from Mother Dairy. So right now we are seeing the procurement activities in 7 districts of Western Uttar Pradesh: Saharanpur, Meerut, Muzaffarnagar, Bijnor, Bulandshahr, Hapur, and Shamli. So this is how I came into dairy industry and never thought of going back from here. So it's a very challenging field, I should say. But at the same time, with challenge, you get a sense of achievement also, where you are bringing change to thousands of dairy farmers, their families, to achieve their potential and to see how they can do better in their field of dairy development.
It's somewhere rightly said that as we unwrap the layers of dairy industry, we discover richness in every possibility. Is it right, sir?
Yeah, right. Very right.
So you have touched the concept of milk producer companies. I would like to know about that, how the milk producer companies are different from cooperatives or the private sector companies. What are these pros and cons? How
So
it is just different from it?
yeah. So milk producer company is a concept where you see the farmers are the actual owners of this company. So milk producer company concept came actually the concept came somewhere in 1998 or 99, where NDDB has made NDDB ventured into this forming of milk producer companies, uh, just to see that it retain the essence of cooperative model, but the ways of working of a corporate style, where more transparency should be there, more SOP based working should be there. So majorly milk producer companies came into existence somewhere between 2010 and 11, where NDDB dairy services bagged, and certain states were covered like Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat. So milk producer companies came into existence. Actually, why they came into existence? It's all because we have seen during Operation Flood program, cooperative NDDB has done a tremendous work in operation, achieving the success of Operation Flood, whereby the India, being a milk deficient country, has been transformed into now a milk self-sufficient country, and even exporting its products also. So during the course of the journey, they have seen that in some areas cooperatives have done a remarkable good job, like in Gujarat, where Amul has done a remarkable job, in Rajasthan also, then in Punjab, Verka,
Hmm.
Vita in Haryana. But some of I mentioned, I forgot to mention the name of Nandini, Karnataka. So you see, lot of areas are there where milk produce cooperatives have done a tremendous job, but the success was stagnant, and it was not replicated to the entire. It cannot, in by some means, it was not. It cannot be replicated to the entire country. So what they have seen that there were certain drawbacks of cooperatives. So milk producer company concept came, whereby they have to retain the essence or the heart of cooperative model, where mutual assistance principle in cooperative was there. So it was retained in milk producer companies, that farmer members, they will do the business with farmer members. Only the members who are part of our milk producer companies can do business with milk producer companies.
Hmm.
They have made certain strict rules that only active member will be a part of milk producer companies, because in cooperative, if you became a member once, it is lifetime membership. So in milk producer company, active membership should be there, so as to continue with your membership with the company. And plus certain corporate style of things were there, more technology intervention was given to milk producer companies, so as to retain the so as to pass on maximum benefits to their farmer members. So this is the way where each and every member is the owner of the company. They will contribute their bit as per their production, as per their supply to the milk producer companies, and in turn the benefit will be passed on to all the members of the company. The major thing that I think milk producer companies have achieved, I should say, is the direct benefit transfer to each and every farmer members. You see, every penny of their rupee is passed on directly to their bank accounts. So there is no middleman in this system. So each and every member will get their payments and whatever benefits directly into their bank account. Nowhere in India, such with such success it has been achieved the way it has been done in milk producer companies. So this is a real thing that they have achieved. Plus, 85% of the business model is passed back to the farmers, which is a very big amount, I should say. So they have achieved things in providing linkage to banks, then providing benefits to farmers in terms of nutrition, providing services, input services they are providing in terms of nutrition, cattle feed, uh, veterinary services they are providing to farmers. So in this way, it is a complete package, and uh, the concept is really gelling well, and I think it is the need of the hour, whereby we are getting. Plus, I should touch upon this fact that women farmer members, there are certain milk producer companies that are purely women based. All the members are women members. The rural, which in turn is uplifting, empowering them financially and socially. They are taking the decision. The payments are getting into their bank accounts directly to the women farmer members, which is bringing a great change to them. They are recognized at social level, they are recognized at their family level. They are that is that income is utilized directly to the education, to the upliftment of their children. And this is really a great revolution, I should say, that has happened in the last 10 years.
That's very impressive, sir. But it is always said that best product is always in making. So how do you see that MPC concept will evolve further in the future, in coming future?
In coming future, I should say they have strengthened. They have developed good volumes. They in procurement they are doing good. So further, uh, forward market linkage should be developed more with them. More of the initiative should come whereby technology, even though they are doing good on technology aspect, but developing a dairy farm system that is economically on a larger scale, involving farmers with large scale uh, dairy farmers. That should happen in milk producer companies, and developing a forward market linkage, creating a brand whereby they can reach every nook and corner of our country, providing better nutrition at affordable rates to our customers, in turn ensuring I should say, ensuring the nutritional requirement of the young generation, providing the protein requirements of the young generation through their much improved quality products is the need of the hour. And I think next decade will do all these things, and so that the overall concept can become a hugely successful model.
It's very hopeful conditions, right?
Yeah.
So as you mentioned that you have spent all of your career in procurement sector, right? So
Right.
how you have seen this sector evolving, that this part of supply chain, this touch point of supply chain evolving, and what are the current pain points for the people who are at the BMC level or who are at the managing level for procurement conditions, and what are the way forwards according to you?
So I should say, in my career of 15 years, I have seen a lot of technological intervention coming over the years.
Hmm.
Because if we see 15 years back, at village level, the estimation of basic fat and SNF was a tedious process. We don't have such machines where instant fat and SNF, because fat and SNF is the basis of milk payment to the farmers. So that estimation was not up to date. But over the years, what I have seen, the technological intervention that have taken place in dairy industry is remarkable, I should say. And still ways to go. But I will give you certain glimpses and certain things what milk producer companies overall are doing in technological intervention, procurement levels, BMC's level is doing. So if we see, if we go 10 years back, the much of the estimation and testing at field level was not up to the mark that used to be there. But over the period of times, we have developed certain systems wherein farmer is fully the data of farmer is fully digitalized overall.
Hmm.
Now the farmer is pouring its milk at village level. So instantly he is getting messages that your value of the milk is X amount. The weighing is automatic, the estimation of fat and SNF is automatic. And you see, farmer producer companies had developed farmer mobile apps for their members. So you see, once their milk is taken by the MPP, pooling point at village level, the data goes directly to the server of the company and their app is getting activated. The information reached to their app. They can see their app, they can see their data for last 10 days, last 3 months, last year. At last year, this date, how much amount of milk I have given. This year, how much so that will help them in analyzing their performance also.
Yeah.
Plus the transparency level we have achieved is, the transparency is the key to a successful business. So these transparent systems have achieved much bigger. The development of dairy industry is majorly happened. What it happened in last 10 years is on because of the transparency. Because previously farmer were not used to get this much of the amount of the milk they paid. Now the full amount of milk they are getting directly into their bank accounts. Plus, at quality level also, previously we have developed certain machines and certain things are there that quality is being tested at right at village level. So that will give, I think that will provide the confidence to uh, consumers also that they are getting good quality of feed, good quality of products and good quality of things also.
Hmm.
Last 10 years, lot of innovation has happened in restoring the quality of raw milk, like chilling. Quick chilling machines has been done at BMC level. Also the automation has happened. You can see at from far away distance. Suppose your BMC is at 100 kilometer, you can see on screen how much milk I am having at my BMCs, how much fat and SNF is there in my BMC. So when the milk has been lifted, when that milk is being chilled at 4 degrees, so everything is being monitored at technological level, which in turn I should say give a sense of belief to customer also.
Hmm.
So that is a major thing now. If we want to achieve the quality standards of western countries, we should invest on all these things and we should continuously improve on all these things so as to achieve our desired results. So over dairy industry has evolved significantly over the last 15-20 years, and still ways to go, and I should say we should
Mhm.
keep evolving and keep
Always dil
changing
mange
ourselves.
more.
Yeah. Dil mange more.
Yeah. So after the procurement, I think you are the nearest guys who will touch, you will have a direct contact with the farmers. So
बिल्कुल.
my next question to you is that what are the some most pressing issues for this and the reasons for the suboptimal rearing, which is post like if farmers are not optimally rearing their animals in the Indian dairy context, especially, which hinder milk production, milk hygiene, quality control. What are the key areas for the interventions and how we can improve that?
A very pertinent and very good question, Dr. Simrandeep, I should say, because if we see Indian dairy farming, there are several pressing issues and suboptimal rearing practices which are hindering milk production, quality control, then dairy hygiene. So, and it is very important to address all these challenges because it is very crucial for improving the overall efficiency and sustainability of the dairy industry. So, if I can see, I would like to enumerate some of the points. The first is breeding practices.
Hmm.
You know, the breeding practices are the foundation stone for any dairy industry or dairy farm management practices. So if we see overall, we have many small scale dairy farmers. Right now, if I talk about my MPC, so the small scale dairy farmers, 89% of our farmers are small scale dairy farmers. And these farmers still rely on unimproved indigenous breed, and their milk yield is very low. So we should promote them to adopt high yielding and disease resistant cattle through government programs and incentives. And many of the programs has been launched by government recently for to see that these issues should be resolved. And what we are doing and what everybody should do, even though it is prevalent, but at for the last mile reach, we should encourage good quality artificial insemination so that their genetic quality of the dairy animal should increase. Then, in addition to breeding practices, I should say the second most thing is feeding and nutrition. The nutritional aspect of dairy animal should be taken care of. It should be taken care of. Because inadequate and unbalanced feeding practices, especially during the dry season when the fodder availability is less, is hampering not only the milk yield, but it is also hampering the cyclical activity, estrus activity of the dairy animal, because it is giving them the negative energy balance. So that can lead to low milk yield. So how to improve? The first and foremost is to educate the farmers. We should educate on the feeding practices, how much nutrition is required for your animal, and the balanced diet requirement for dairy cattle should be uh, propagated to the smallest and smallest of dairy farmers. So because this education will help them overfeeding also. So rationalization should be that if your animal is giving you 5 liters or 10 liters, that this much amount of nutrition requirement is there for animals, you should provide them. So cultivation of high quality forage and so fodder is very essential. In one of the major challenge which we are going to face, and which we are facing last year also, we have faced a lot, is the unavailability of fodder. That is hampering, that is escalating the cost of milk production, because you see the wheat fodder, you straw last year reached up to 1800 rupees quintal, what used to be 300 400 rupees quintal.
Exactly.
So
there is a big
it was
misconnect between the agriculture for the humans and agriculture for the animals, for the fodder
animal.
production. Exactly. There is
Rightly said, rightly said. So cultivation of high quality forage and fodder should be provided, and guidance on feed management should be there. And I would like to tell you about in this at MPC level, these things are taken care of. Milk producer company, they are providing good quality certified fodder seeds to their farmer members. And also many next step is they are uh, opening fodder based MPCs to promote usage of silage, good quality feed, forage, so that nutritional aspect of animal is being taken care of, so as to achieve their full growth potential. Then one of the major pressing issue as a veterinarian we should see we see often in field is healthcare and disease management. Even at the remotest of the area, basic lack of veterinary access is there, and poor disease management sometimes we see for a very small scale farmer, because lot of they don't have much of the knowledge about disease management. So that can lead to health issues, and cattle and milk production will be affected. So we should strengthen the veterinary services in rural areas. Farmers should be trained on basic management practices, because it is always prevention is better than cure is a saying. So how to prevent from certain diseases, we should train the farmers, we should provide them basic knowledge, So this is a key where we should sit. Then your point I am taking from your question about the hygiene and milk quality. Poor hygiene and milk in terms of storage, the type of utensils they are using, the transportation activities, all these things are contaminating the ultimate milk which we are procuring. So the hygiene and milk quality should also the first and foremost farm level farmers should be trained for basic hygiene level. How to milk their animal, wash their hand before you make use of utensils. We are promoting this at farmer village level meetings. We are promoting a clean milk production module. We are propagating at milk producer companies at village level, where we are giving them educating farmers about how they can preserve their quality of raw milk. Then clean and sanitize milking equipment at farm level. Milking equipments, how to clean and sanitize them should be propagated. One thing, dairy farming is a major water based, lot of water is being used in dairy farming. So water and environmental management should also be there. The waste management, the dung management should be uh, trained to farmers that how to manage your dung. I like to specifically mention that we at Harit Pradesh Milk Producer Companies right now are propagating the use of biogas system to our farmers, and we have achieved approximately 700 farmers house biogas has been installed at their house, small and marginal farmer, and we intend to reach up to 5,000 farmers by this year. So they are giving, because LPG usage has been zeroed in their houses, and the slurry is being used, which is ultimately improving the soil fertility. So water and environmental management is a very key, because greenhouse gases emission uh, through the dung is contributing to the overall environment and the what we should say, I'm forgetting the name of that. So that has to be taken care of. Then market access and value addition should be there for small farmers, so we are providing them market access round the year, round the year, access to open in market every 10 days payment. So having said and done all these things, then technology adoption should also be there. What a farmer should adopt the technology, take decision based on the data and all that. This will improve their overall, I think, overall production, overall profitability. So all these things can be achieved through, I think, farmer training and extension services. So improving these aspects of dairy farming in India is essential for increasing not only in milk production, but also the quality of milk, so that uh, sustainability of the industry and livelihood of millions of dairy farmers can be achieved. No doubt government initiatives, non-government organization, cooperative milk producer companies, all these play a vital role in addressing all of these issues.
You were talking about the technology adoption. If I take liberty to explain that, I think we are confused. The present day farmers is confused between the traditional practices versus the scientific practices. So we have to create some conditions to marry them together and bring the best out of the traditional practice and the best out of the scientific practice and marry them together to bring out a standard operating procedures for the farmers. Actually, for the young farmers who are taking up the industry, who will actually going to change the industry. So my next question is along that line to you. How do you see the present day status of Indian dairy industry in terms of its importance as occupational or career choice for new individuals, young dairy farmers? As you know about the Indian demographic dividend, the average age of dairy farmers is decreasing. It is at present about 45, and we expect it to go as low as 30 to 35 in coming decade. So, and what are the opportunity costs associated with it? How the young dairy farmer will get associated with dairy as a permanent career option? Why?
So a very right question. So in this, I should say that the young generation will adopt this dairy farming as a career choice, uh, when it will excite them, when will it add value to their overall career. Giving a brief, I should say that Indian dairy, no doubt, Indian dairy holds a significant importance as an occupational or career choice for the individual. You can see that it is the biggest employment opportunity that can be availed by the young generation or women at rural level, because most of the agriculture practices are taken care of by men's in villages. So how can women contribute to the overall income of the family? Dairy farming is a very valid option, very good option where they can contribute. So
I
it
would like to
remains,
put in one point here.
yeah,
Bangladesh surpassed India in GDP this year, right?
yeah.
So the main reason which was examined out of that even when participation in Bangladesh is much more than compared to India. Even the Pakistan is way ahead India in terms of women participation. So your point comes in very, very valuable here that women participation alongside the dairy industry will eventually help India to grow economically.
You are right. Bilkul. I fully endorse your point. So, it is a crucial sector for the country for several reasons, because it offers opportunities for various stakeholders, not only dairy farmers. The allied services that is being attached with this sector is huge. So I can see that importance of Indian dairy industry. If I can see, one is livelihood and employment that we are talking about, that it is a source of livelihood for millions of families, especially in rural areas. It provides direct and indirect opportunities for dairy farmers and milk producers, veterinarians, field suppliers, and transporters also who are involved in this field. Then it is an income generation. It because it provides a steady and relatively stable source of income for small and marginal farmer who have not much of the land for their agriculture purposes. So it helps in income, reducing the income disparities in rural areas. That serves as a safety net during agriculture fracture, because in agriculture you see sometimes if there is a lot environmental hazard is there in terms of flood or drought, so your income for that you are buying for 6 months, suddenly it goes. But it provides you constant replenishment of your income every 10 days. So this is a great thing that is being taken care of by dairy farming. Then nutrition and food security is there. Dairy products are a vital source of nutrition, we have previously seen. So this industry contribute food security. Seeing the young generation, what we were talking now, I should say, no doubt there are pressing issues for employment. I have seen many examples in at village level. The a young guy who is going out of his home for a job of 20,000 or 15,000, 20,000, 25,000. I've seen if he rear five good quality animals at his home, work technologically, work intelligently. There is no need to go. A village boy should not go to his to the big cities for doing all these small scale jobs, because at village level itself there are market opportunities at MPCs or cooperative level where they are being uh, attached directly to their milk pooling points. They can provide around the year access to milk pooling points. So they should adopt this type of things wherein, so as to build confidence into them that we can do it at our home also. But you know, every opportunity has certain challenges also. So dairy farming being a 24-hour job,
Hmm.
it requires a labor extensive job. So everything to be taken care of. I think government should look into this, provide them. direct subsidy of any amount is of no use to dairy farming, I should say. In fact, dairy farming associated related costs should be subsidized by the government. Suppose a certain farmer want to have a small scale of BMCs so that he can have good quality milk sources directly to the customers. So that incentive or subsidy should be on BMCs or the electricity that is used for chilling the BMC. So these type of intervention should be provided by farmers, by the government for
Government.
farmers, so as to inculcate the interest of young generation to adopt this dairy farming as a career choice. So economic contribution we can see, because if we see the potential of dairy farming, the value of rice and wheat put together is less than the value of milk. 11 lakh crore is the current GDP value of dairy industry. So, and whereas rice and wheat put together is 8 or 9 lakhs. You know, the value it add to GDP is immense. So it is the largest agricultural subsector and it plays a crucial role in bolstering the rural economy. Better quality of products will ultimately help us in exporting the dairy products in terms of milk powder, ghee, and value added product, cheese. So it will also add our foreign exchange earning. So some of the opportunity costs that are being associated with this, I can enumerate is it. If we start a very large dairy farm, it is a very investment and capital will be required for this. So that is not feasible for many to start all these things. So skill and knowledge is also lacking. Second, I should say, skill and knowledge of starting a dairy or running a dairy farm is lacking at level. So, certain courses at university level should be there for the young generation, whereby they are being trained on imbibing this dairy profession as their career choice. Show them the path how they can achieve best in this field, how they can go farther in their life by achieving this dream. So physical effort, what we have seen, then one of the major thing is market volatility. In sometimes in dairy industry, market fluctuates a lot. So that has to be taken into consideration. Then these are the things I think these are the costs involved, and by carefully looking at these costs, finding a way to achieve all these things will ultimately, I think, lot of young generation will come and they will some. It is happening somewhere. It is happening because dairy farming, as you have said, that 10 years has been brought down the line, but still young generation will be imbibed in this profession only by achieving, in my view, these are the points that can be used for.
Very valid, very valid. First of all, I would like to rectify myself. I was referring to per capita income, not GDP at that point.
Yeah. That
I'm sorry.
I got in my mind, because GDP India is soaring high, and by 2030, I think it will be third largest economy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think with each response, we are putting together a piece of puzzle. And in the bigger picture, the main focus is always the dairy farmer. For the parting message, I would like to request you to give a parting message for a farmer, for a dairy professional like you and me, and for the government. The three key messages from your side, please, sir.
I should say that dairy industry is on a right track. Organized dairy market is going to grow very high. Industry experts, industry leaders are saying that it is the trend has changed from COVID. I think dairy industry is one of the very few industries during COVID that has grown double digitally.
Hmm.
So organized player, because customers are only looking for quality and value added products. So I think industry experts and the person in dairy sector, they should buckle their seats, and lot of good things are going to happen in future. Organized market is going to play a crucial role. Lot of things, lot of investments are there for dairy industry coming in the future. Government should it's a request. I am very small person to, but I will give my view on government, that government support dairy industry in each and every and possible way, because this can be a biggest source of livelihood to the small and marginal farmers, particularly women, particularly the far flung areas people, because uh, it gone are the days when the products are not supply chain are more have been strengthened by many companies. So a product of one area can be used, product in a milk product of south can be used in north also. So going forward, I should say government should invest in it, scaling the capabilities of dairy industry, providing them proper guidance. Lot of policy should be formulated so that dairy industry should grow exponentially. These are the things I should say. These are the views, and I put forward my view.
Directly, I would like to say to you, there is no big or small here. This initiative from the Jordbrukare is to made for every voice to get heard by every stakeholder of this industry. So I would like to say in every answer, there was a drop of wisdom that nourishes our understanding about the Indian industry. It has been a privilege to guide this enlightening dialogue on the Indian dairy industry, and I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished guest, Dr. Hitesh Poonia. So thanks a lot for joining us here and for
Thank
sharing
you.
his immense knowledge and insights. Today's conversation has been an important step towards understanding the Indian dairy sector, its complexities, and its potential to grow. Our dialogue has been revealed that the Indian dairy sector is not only just a source of livelihood, but also a vibrant ecosystem where traditions and innovations converge. It is a sector that adapts, that is resilient, and that is ripened with the opportunities. So we have discussed the challenges and outlined the strategies for the better future. As we wrap up today's session, and I encourage all of you to carry forward the knowledge and inspiration gained here. The Indian dairy sector, with its rich diversity and promising potential, requires our collective dedication and innovation to thrive. Let's work together to ensure a sustainable, prosperous, and resilient future for the Indian dairy industry. Thank you, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Dr. Singh, and all.